my ass like a drum.
Happy Taco Tuesday. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto every day. And on today's episode, I have got two crypto projects that I think are going to perform incredibly well over 2021. And I have the fundamentals to back it for you. Let's go ahead and dive down this crypto gem rabbit hole. So before we talk about making mad gains, we also need to talk about OPSEC. This is incredibly important, and oftentimes it gets overlooked because we get so freaking excited about making money. So this happened in Hong Kong, and a woman or female crypto trader was robbed for $451,000. So she went ahead and sent a transaction on her mobile phone to go ahead and cash out some of her USDT. And after she was paid, she was met by three men, and they went ahead and they came in from an opposing room. I'm assuming this was done in a hotel, and they held her at knife point. And the crazy thing about it is these guys, they actually did business with her in the past, according to this article by CoinDesk. So there's a couple things I want to talk about. First and foremost, if you are going to be carrying around large amounts of cash like this, you need private security. Number two, it doesn't really talk about too much about where, like how she knew these men or how she was doing business with them. I'm assuming it was an OTC sale, but it wasn't done by a legal and verified OTC desk from what it sounds like. I could be wrong. If you guys are going to be cashing this much money out, make sure you're using reputable OTC desks. And I don't know why she was carrying cash. Probably the reason why she was carrying cash, I'm going to assume, is because she wanted to kind of escape taxes, which a lot of people do that. However, is it worth your life to avoid paying taxes? Either way, comment your thoughts below because this is a very interesting topic, at least to me. Oh, and before I go on to the next story, this was actually the second crypto robbery that occurred in Hong Kong. The first one was on January 5th, and a man was robbed for $852,000, and he was pushed out of a car. So comment with your thoughts below. Another cautionary tale for you guys here before we get into our crypto gems. And actually, instead of two, I've got three for you. So the Elon Musk effect. Dogecoin surges spike after Tesla CEO tweets about Dogecoin. I have a lot of TikTok folks that are starting to come watch my videos on YouTube, and I'm very, very thankful for you guys. And I know Dogecoin is a very, very popular coin on the internet, especially TikTok. I do want to let you guys know it is 100% a meme coin. It does everything that a lot of these other cryptocurrency does, but it was created essentially as a joke. It does do fast transactions. It does enable cross-border payments. It does facilitate P2P transactions. However, you guys, this is a complete meme coin. You can trade it. You can make a whole lot of money, but there's a lot of people out there that really think that Dogecoin is going to $1, and I don't think it's going to go to $1. I think it's great for like cycles, and I think you're able to write it up, drop it down, write it up, drop it down. Let me show you on the chart. So this is the Dogecoin chart. It is from Bittrex, and it is the weekly chart. When I talk about ups and downs, we can see that present here. And again, this is going to happen on a larger time frame. Yes, you can make fast, quick gains. You can play bottom support and then ride it all the way up to about top resistance. And that right there, if you played this move over and over again, it was about a 40 to 45% pump gains. So that's amazing. It's a great coin for trading. But as far as Dogecoin getting to be $1, I am not seeing it happen. The highest that has ever been in Satoshis was this area here at about 401 Satoshis. And this is Bittrex data. Even for us to get to 401 Satoshis, we're going to need some massive pump. And as you guys can see, the highest area that we've really ever gotten outside of 401 Satoshis is 188 Satoshis. So just wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys about this a little bit because I do believe that it is important, and this is not a coin that you want to hold long term. It's something that you want to enter and get out of, enter and get out of. My first crypto gem is going to be Binance. According to Decrypt, Crypto Twitter, and CZ himself, which I will show you guys that in a second, Binance destroys 166 million of BNB in largest burn ever. So they actually went ahead and totally burned 3.7 million BNB. So they actually were able to burn $166 million worth, which is absolutely insane. And according to this article here, this is the largest token burn this far. And it was done because Binance volume has skyrocketed on spot and futures. Spot is when you use, or when you're not using leverage, and futures is when you have the capability to use leverage. Again, if you're using leverage, be very careful. Don't use more than 2 to 3 times leverage. It's just not smart unless you're a very, very experienced trader. So the article states Binance's spot volume is up more than 50% and futures volume up 140% in Q4. And that actually equates to $471 billion and some change. So also in this article, it is talking about the volume increasing due to the fall of BitMEX. BitMEX was a very popular margin trading platform. And so CZ actually posted this morning. There's some stats about the token burns that they had. And this was actually the 14th token burn that they had. And it looks like it is the largest token burn. And this one, they actually burned 1.81% of the supply. And as you can see, price has been trending upward. And these burns are a great thing. If you don't know what a burn is, basically what happens is the folks that are controlling the token, they go ahead and they destroy some. The reason why they destroy some is to combat inflation, essentially making it deflationary. And generally when something is value, when the market finds it to be valuable, the lower supply you have, the more demand you will get for it. And Binance in particular is a very, very valuable company, and they do a lot of interesting things in the space, and their exchange is very, very well used. However, you cannot use Binance in the United States. You can use Binance.us. But let's go ahead and check out price really quick to talk about what's going on price-wise with Binance BNB. So just to kind of show you what Binance or BNB looks like, this is the monthly chart, and we are parabolic. Price looks great right now. Let's go ahead and draw some fibs. Yes, I draw my fibs incorrectly, and take a look at the lower time frames like the daily to kind of see what's going on with price. Let me go ahead and reset our chart here, get this out of the way. So this is current price right now, and we hit an all-time high of about $48, and we're having a slight pullback, which that's normal. That makes sense. So what I think is going to happen with Binance, let's take a look currently at price. Right now, MACD bear cross, and it looks like it's heading down, so that's a little bit bearish. Taking a look at market cipher, it's also starting to look a little bit bearish for me. We had our yellow peak get a downward tick, the green peak has a downward tick, and these little squiggly lines up here, which again, I'm still learning this indicator. There's a lot going on. It's also showing a little bit bearishness. So if you have not bought into Binance yet, or if you're interested in getting in, you will have your time to shine. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, as that may be a little bit clearer. So 4-hour chart is showing a little bit bearish, and it's showing that we're probably going to correct down to this area here, possibly at about $38. I imagine we'll probably catch here at about 42, around this range first, and then possibly down to about $38. Long term though, what I think Binance is going to do, BNB is going to do, let's go ahead and head out to the weekly chart. I know my stuff is a little messed up. I apologize. I think that we are going to hit $55 probably this or next month. Very, very easy. $55 to about $62. So if you have not bought Binance BNB yet, I would be interested in taking a look if I were you. I think that the fundamentals are great. I like the token burns. Binance is not going anywhere. They are forced to be reckoned with. Yes, they have had sometimes shady past, but at the end of the day, we are here to make money. And I think that this is something that you guys should definitely take a look into. My second crypto gem is Kylin, and this is a very interesting project. And also, you guys, I'm not compensated to talk about any of these coins on this show. One of my buddies, shout out to Bedcoins, he went ahead and sent this to me, and I am very, very interested in talking about anything that is on the Polkadot network. Absolutely very interested. I am becoming a Polkadot maximalist. I love it. I bought some more yesterday, and I'm going to continue to buy and dollar cost average in, because I believe the project is going to do well. But also, there's going to be a lot of projects that are utilizing Polkadot's technology. We talked about that yesterday on the show. There's going to be K-pop NFTs that are going to be utilizing Polkadot platform. So anyways, Kylin is a cross-chain platform for on and off-chain market data and social data sources by leveraging the power of the Polkadot substrate framework on the open networks. So that is a mouthful, but basically what they are doing, it's going to be a bunch of data. It's going to be a blockchain, or it's going to be a project to be used with data. So there is no official public sale or listing for Kylin Network yet. So please be very, very careful. And when you're doing your research on this. Again, I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm just pointing this project out because I think it is going to do really, really well. Going down further here, they're going to have a data oracle. Oracles are also a really big buzzword for crypto. This is something that I would definitely keep an eye out for, especially that it has oracles. Here it says the Kylin Data Oracle is an advanced decentralized data feeding protocol powered by Polkadot substrate, offering multiple real-time data sources with complementary to and synergy with off-chain workers. We're talking about interoperability here. Interoperability means basically working with different types of blockchains, which is crucial because there's getting to be quite a few different ones in crypto. And all of these protocols need to be able to work together to make the entire crypto ecosystem work. So all I want to say about this particular project is take a look, keep an eye on it, and I will be reporting on more Polkadot token sales and projects in general because I think that it's going to be valuable for you guys. Also too, if you guys do decide to trade this stuff or trade token sales the way that you play it, you buy in, you sell faster than it takes you for the folks at McDonald's to make your order, and you keep a moon bag and get out. And if you want to buy in back in later after hype has died down and prices drop down again, go ahead and do so. But that is exactly how you play this. Let's get into our last news story and my third crypto gem. This last story is about my crypto gem, the next one. And I'm actually going to be investing in this now because healthcare and blockchain technology is my get down. I worked in healthcare for 7 years. I understand how important it is. And according to this article from CoinDesk, UK's NHS taps blockchain tech to monitor CV vaccine cold chain. So the UK National Health Service is working with Hedera Hashgraphs, and their blockchain platform is going to go ahead and provide health service with tamper-proof record vaccine temperatures. So this is going to be done to track the vaccine's temperature, data, and efficiency. It's going to be able to go ahead and record this stuff for you. And the thing to note about this vaccine, it does need to be kept at a certain temperature. And when I worked over in healthcare for HIV/AIDS patients, they did HIV testing at the site. And you have to be very, very careful with the test. If temperature goes out of whack or something happens, the results can be null and void, and you'll get a false positive. Also, too, we used to work with a lot of medications. One of the most common ones that we would work for would be the shot for HEP and Marinol. Then they both had to be kept at very, very important temperatures, and you couldn't modify those. And the way we would track them normally was just go ahead and logging it on a piece of paper, but I don't think that's good enough. I think blockchain technology is going to be crucial to sustain for the healthcare industry, especially the fact that we're in a, you know what. Either way, let's go ahead and chart HBAR because I am excited about this project. Also to you guys, really quick, price is only 6 cents. You do the math there, but let's go ahead and chart it. So this is the HBAR chart. Let's go zoom all the way out down to the weekly. Looks like this thing is completely bottomed out. Absolutely bottomed out. It bottomed off. And again, this is in Satoshis with a Bitcoin pairing. It's at about 88 Satoshis, currently 6 cents. And we're right above the EMA 9 on the weekly, getting ready to test the EMA 21. And I think that we're going to pop off to about 276 Satoshis. That right there alone, if you bought in right now, that is going to be about a 71% gain. Taking a look at the daily chart here, daily is looking beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We are up. We are currently testing the EMA 100, and I really think it's going to flip and hit about 250 Satoshis and a little bit higher as well. So this would be more of a long-term play for me because I do believe in the potential of this project just by reading this article about healthcare. Again, I'm very, very bullish on healthcare. Either way, that's what I think is going to happen with HBAR. But I want to talk to you guys about Ethereum today because Ethereum broke all-time high. Really quick, I want to talk about Ethereum. I went ahead and drew my fibs already for you guys, and we actually broke all-time high, and we kissed about 14.08. That's what the current price is, and the all-time high price was 14.39, and we're having a bit of a pullback. This last monthly candle thus far has been about 56% of a pump. Insane. Me personally, I want to zoom in a little bit and show you guys. So MACD is looking great, and we also have market cipher that is also looking a little bit bullish. We've got the green that's pointed up, we've got this red line pointed up, and even though that the yellow peak is downward here, I'm going to kind of watch and pay attention to see what happens. Either way, with Ethereum, we may get a pullback back to like 1257 on the weekly. That could happen. We'll talk about the lower time frames in a second, but overall, I am anticipating us to continue to climb. A correction here to 1250, 57 would be great. But overall, I'm really looking forward to about $2,600 to about $2,900. I think it's inevitable. I think it is going to happen. And if we kind of take a step back and we look what happened with Bitcoin, I don't see why we could not hit these areas. So after Bitcoin broke its all-time high of about $20,000, we had a 112% pump that brought us to the high of $42,000. So price essentially doubled. All right, folks, this is the Ethereum chart, and taking a look at MACD is bullish, and taking a look at market cipher, it's also looking pretty decent too. We've got this red line that is bullish, it's pumping upward. The green is pumping upward as well. Yellow is a little bit meh, but I want to watch it and pay attention as to what happens. But let's talk about long-term price. So we actually successfully kissed $1,434 around that area. And we've had, if you take a look at the monthly chart, we have had a glorious 96% pump that occurred since the beginning of January. I want to go ahead and show you guys something with Bitcoin because I think that this is important. Once Bitcoin broke all-time high of $20,000, we had a 112% pump. Now taking a look at Ethereum here, if we replicate that and we have about 112% pump that happens, if you want to use fractal-based TA, that would bring us at about $3,000. Me personally, I went ahead and I drew my fibs because I like to be a little bit conservative, and I went ahead and marked a middle area in between each fib because those are going to act as important resistances and potential supports for price of Ethereum. And I do really believe Ethereum is going to $3,000 this year. Yes, it is conservative to other people, but I see it happening. I feel it happening. No, I'm really just using TA to kind of support my data here. Yes, we may have a pullback. Pullbacks are inevitable. If you take a look at the weekly chart here, I would actually kind of look for a pullback possibly to this area at about 1246. But to be honest, you guys, with Ethereum, we are up, we are moving, things are looking good here. We would need some serious momentum to go ahead and break 1446, this area here. If we're not able to do it, I would look between 1346 and about 1249 for a correction. If we get a deeper correction, down here to about 1083. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for helping me get above 20,000 subscribers. I hope this episode helps you to make some money. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.